Welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to show you how to split all of this wood by hand utilizing basic hand tools. Please stay tuned and continue watching until the end because we're going to show you how to split all of this wood and some techniques so you can obtain a great and beautiful harvest like the one you see right here of all this wood that we were able to obtain. If you want to learn how to do all kinds of DIY projects in construction or do-it-yourself work at home, then you're in the best place here on YouTube, since that's all we do here at Frank's Handyman Service. Consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and activate the notification bell so that way you don't miss out on any future videos that we're going to be uploading. What you see right here is the remnants of a very large pine fir tree that we recently cut down. We have approximately 30 to 40 different sizes of the tree trunks that we cut down. They're approximately 42 inches wide and some are about 3 feet wide, and we had them cut to 16 inches thickness so that it fits inside of many of the chimneys or a wooden stove or something like that. And that's the area right there where the stump was grinded out. So we have all this wood that we have to split by hand. This is the only basic hand tool that we're going to be using today so we can split all of this wood. It's a Husky brand axe. And it's really good because it's nice and heavy, and it will help to split the wood as you basically hit the pieces. The first thing that we're gonna do is sharpen the blade. That's what we're doing right here. I have a file and I'm just going at it back and forth at a slight angle so I can get a nice sharp edge. I'm going to be doing this on both sides. And this is very important because, you know, especially like in my case, I have a ton of wood that I got to split. So you want to make sure that you have a very sharp edge throughout the whole process, so it will help make your job easier. So once you have it nice and sharpened, then you can proceed to start splitting the wood. And I'm just getting started with some of these smaller pieces. You can tell right here that some of them, they split in one strike. You hit it once and it will just split all the way through. This one, it took me a few more tries because it has a branch. You can tell right there on the outer edge how it bulges out a little bit. That is due to a branch that was coming out from the center of the tree out to the edge. Whenever you see that, like if you see there's several pieces of stumps right there on the left that you can tell where the branches were coming out of, you'll want to swipe the stump on either side of those branches so that way the wood will split a lot easier. In many cases, if you hit it one time, maybe twice, like there, it will just break like that. He hit it once and he knocked it out. In some cases you hit it twice and it will just split all the way through. The axe that you utilize is very important. You want to make sure not to get one that is too light or just not like heavy. This one that we're using, it has like a good size head and it's heavy. So it's designed so that when you strike the wood, it basically splits it and it opens it up, so it will basically split the wood as best as possible. And we're just going to be doing this over and over. And as we're splitting the wood, we're just creating a pile over there. I'm doing this project alongside with my dad, and he's helping me split the wood right here, and I'm also working to load it onto the wheelbarrow and then I'm just piling it on the back along the fence. I'm organizing it as I'm offloading it, so that way we have it taken care of and we can just keep moving forward. So this tree right here, you can see on some of the stumps in the center that it was already starting to split, and that really worked to our advantage. Wherever we saw that split going through the wood, we would just strike it in line with those splittings. And when I did that, that would help, so that way the wood will split very fast. And once in a while, you're gonna want to just keep loading up all of the firewood and just take it away, so you can try to keep your job site clean. Especially when you have a ton of wood like us right here, you're gonna want to do this constantly. Otherwise, you're gonna have like a tripping hazard all over the place. So the nice thing that it was quite a bit of work, and it really took a lot out of us. But we were able to do this like in 3 afternoons. Basically, like after we got off of work, we just spent 3 to 4 hours, and between 2 of us, we were able to split in one afternoon like 10, about 10 of the rounds. We were able to split them all, load them, take them to the back, and there was about 30 around there. So in 3 different afternoons, we were able to split most of the wood, clean it up, and just get through everything. At one point, we started to get really tired, and it was pretty hard. So I put an announcement on Facebook and OfferUp and different sites, just letting people know that we have free firewood. And I left them as the rounds, as the ones you see right there. And thankfully, I had quite a bit of people respond to my post. A lot of them wanted to come and pick up the wood. I just made sure I told them that they either needed to split it or bring many people to lift it up because they were really heavy. So I had a couple guys that came in, and they had about 5 different helpers with 3 trucks. And between all of them, they helped me to take about 11 rounds, and it was some of the larger ones. So that helped me out tremendously. With them taking all of that, they basically, I was only left with like 2 or 3. So that was a huge help. And here in the end, I'm gonna show you the results out of all, of all this wood that we split, like everything that we were able to harvest. And that's gonna help us, to have gatherings with family or friends. That's the good thing about this kind of work, that it is hard, but if you just take a little bit of time, you get some wood, then later you're going to be able to enjoy it with your loved ones, making a nice bonfire or something. So right here you see I have this big round. There's some splitting areas, so I'm just hitting it, striking it where those splits are, and there it opens up. Once you open it, it's a breeze from there. The hardest part is like opening up the large trunks. And once you get through that, then from there you just split the wood every like 3 to 4 inches apart in little sections, and you'll see that it just splits really easy. Like this one was really big. I'm there striking it several times, and I got a little tired, so I worked on this smaller one. But we just getting through it as little by little as we can. That one, we just got done with it. This is another one that my neighbor also cut down his tree, so we were able to help each other out. They got a lot of theirs split and kept away in storage, and so we're also getting a good portion of it. And we had at one point, I had one person that when I put my post on Facebook about the free firewood, I had an older gentleman come through, and he had like an axe and a wedge and a lot of different tools. So he came through, and he also took quite a bit of rounds, and he just split it on site, and I helped him carry it on his truck, and he basically took like a bed full of wood to his house. So that was really good. But this is the results after we split all the wood, and we had, several people come and also take some. Now it's nice and clean. We're able to, see our yard again, and there's still a lot of wood chips and debris, and this is where the big stump was grinded down. So there's still a lot of stuff that I gotta keep cleaning, but at least for now I only have 3 of these rounds left. And also, one of my friends, out of nowhere, he just showed up. Right here I was starting to split this one, and then he just showed up out of nowhere, so I was really happy about that. Sometimes when you're splitting it on one side, if it doesn't go through, you can turn it around, like in this case, and then from there you just start striking it where it has some of the splits, and until it opens up, like right there. He just split that one in 3. Then that other one over there, we're gonna lift it up over here, and the same thing, just split it open, and then from there I'm just gonna strike it every 3-4 inches apart until I get those smaller pieces, pile them there close by, and just load them up onto my wheelbarrow, take them into my backyard along the fence, and I'm just gonna start stacking them there. I was also looking at the firewood, like how long does it take for it to fully dry. And a lot of people, they say that they typically take about 1 year, which is perfectly fine for me. I mean, I don't have any urgency, or I'm not in a rush to like burn firewood, but I'm just gonna leave it there, let it take its time to fully dry. And this is pretty much after I split everything. I'm just gonna be spending a little bit of time over here picking up all of the wood debris, the wood chips and all that, just so I can clean up the yard. But that's pretty much the process of how you can split wood, and so you can obtain a huge harvest, and you can have enough for the next winter season or whenever, so you can enjoy it with your family. I know for sure myself, I have a lot more than I need for a while. So thankfully I don't gotta go and spend money to get wood, because I already have it here. I think with everything that we harvested, it's at least around $500 worth of wood. I looked at a couple different sites, and they're charging about $200 to $300 for every cord of wood. And I know for sure I got at least 3, if not 4 cords of wood. So, and that's not even counting all the stuff that I gave away as well. It would have been a lot more. But right here, I'm just getting done with some of the final cleanup over here on the upper side of the yard, and I'm gonna show you the results. This is the great harvest that we got of all the wood that we recently split. Like I said, this took us about 3 to 4 days, and now we have all this wood. Before, we didn't have anything, and now we have this huge blessing of all this firewood. Even though, yes, it was hard work and it took us a lot of physical effort, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. The tree was something like this size, about 100 feet tall, 42 inches wide. So all of that came out of a tree like this one. But that's pretty much it. We hope you liked this video. Please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and activate the notification bell, so that way you don't miss out on any future videos that we're going to be uploading in the near future. We really appreciate you tuning in and just checking out these videos. It is really helpful. May God bless you, and we'll see you on the next video.